Well, hello. Hey, it's Rod with Pilgrim's Journey. All right, so haven't seen you in a few days. What I've been doing is I actually took off for a few days and went up to North Carolina for a friend of mine's son's his graduation from NC State. He's headed out to be a Marine Corps officer, so I didn't want to miss it. And you can hear Tuck up there. He's just saying hi. So what have we been doing? So if you remember, this boat had coves. Look up now, there is no coves. And I've got the first, 2 coats of primer on the boat. And so we're using the Alex Seal primer. And so the boat's looking pretty good. So what I did is, once we filled all of that, we mixed in some filler and we filled those coves. Then we sanded, and then we went back and used a finer filler, and then we used a fine putty. Sanded all that down with 120, sanded all the hull down with 120, and so now the outsides of the hulls, check that out. Man, it's not tan, at least on the outside. So anyway, so we're looking over here. I'm in my 15-minute setup window. So this one, we'll fill it up. But at least we're putting some primer on the boat. Today's been a kind of a tough day. We've been doing this in the middle of a lot of rain. Tuck, stop. So anyway, he just wants to get in on the action. So, I've been having to do this in between the rain. So we're trying to get 2 coats of primer on today. What we'll do is we might put a 3rd coat on tomorrow. I got one spot I missed on that side. There's a little bit of a scratch. So I'm going to go in with some fine putty, fill that, put some primer over it. And these outsides will be pretty much, kind of buttoned up until we're ready for sand and final paint. So if you look up here now, we've got, we're starting to fill up here, and we've got there, we're starting to fill in. And above my head, we've got some cracks and stuff. I started sanding the inside of the hulls during the rainstorm today because it really rained hard. I mean, it looked like a monsoon under the boat. But I started sanding inside of the hulls. I think by the time I get the hulls sanded on the inside, get the bottoms done, I don't think it's going to take that long, maybe a week worth of sanding, and then we'll put some primer up underneath, and which is probably going to take almost 2 gallons of Alex Seal primer. So we are doing Alex Seal instead of All Grip. The issue with All Grip, I really like it. I did my last boat in All Grip, but roll and tip. A little harder to get a good finish. If you're spraying, it's great. But rolling and tipping, in Florida we get a lot of blushing because it's really hard because of the humidity and everything there. So, hold on, I'll try to shorten this up a little bit. All right, so, but because of the humidity, it'll want to blush. So you'll really need to, you'll want to sand and kind of buff that out. Well, with All Grip, all of the UV protection is on the top. Once it flows out, there's your UV protection. Once you sand it, that UV protection goes away. The great thing about Alex Seal is now Alex Seal has a UV protection all the way through it. So you can roll it, tip it, and then go back and wet sand with like 800, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and then go ahead and buff it out, and it'll be like glass. And you still have your UV protection. So we're going to go with the Alex Seal this time. I'm able to get it through the marina at about $140 a gallon. Have no idea. It's probably going to take at least 2 gallons to do the bottom and the sides. So we'll see how it goes, and then we'll start transitioning to the top, and we'll follow that process. I'm going to unbolt the chain plates tomorrow, take those off the boat so we can get some primer behind the chain plates. I really want paint under everything so we don't have a a lip around anything. So anyway, so haven't seen you in a few days, and we're back and we're sanding. It's supposed to rain all week, so this is going to be a little bit hit and miss trying to get this boat done. So we'll talk to you later. Hey, this is Rod with Pilgrim's Journey. See ya.